What if the smartphone you plan to buy this year becomes outdated, before you even purchase it? Imagine upgrading your phone today, only to discover that Apple has been secretly preparing something so advanced that every current phone suddenly feels like old technology. That is exactly why the latest leaks about the upcoming iPhone 20 are creating huge excitement in the tech world. According to industry insiders, Apple could be planning something special for 2027. That year will mark 20 years since the first iPhone changed the smartphone industry forever when it was introduced by Steve Jobs. Because of this milestone, many analysts believe Apple wants to celebrate it with a revolutionary device. Over the years, Apple usually brings small improvements like faster chips, better cameras, and brighter displays. But sometimes the company surprises everyone with a major redesign. That happened when the iPhone X removed the home button and introduced a full-screen design. Now it seems Apple may be preparing another big leap. One of the biggest rumored changes is the display. Apple has been chasing the dream of a true full-screen phone for years. Current phones still have thin borders around the screen. But the iPhone 20 could finally remove those borders. Reports from suppliers connected to Samsung and LG suggest Apple is testing a new OLED display that curves on all four sides. Not just left and right, but also top and bottom. This could make the screen wrap around the device, creating the feeling of a floating piece of glass. Some insiders describe this look as a liquid glass design. When you hold the phone, the display may appear to flow over the edges. Instead of seeing clear borders between the screen and the body, the phone could feel like one smooth and continuous surface. To achieve this, Apple is reportedly working on a new display technology called COE, or color filter on encapsulation. This technology can make OLED screens thinner, brighter, and more power efficient. A thinner display also creates more space inside the phone for other components. But the biggest advantage may be the ability to hide hardware under the display. For years, smartphones have needed visible cutouts for cameras and sensors. That is why we see notches and punch holes. Apple later introduced the dynamic island, but it still interrupts the screen. The iPhone 20 might remove this completely. Display analyst Ross Young says Apple is developing under-display Face ID. This means the facial recognition sensors would sit beneath the screen and remain invisible during normal use. At the same time, Apple is also testing an under-display selfie camera. The pixels above the camera could turn transparent when the camera activates. So while watching videos or browsing, you see a perfect uninterrupted display. But when you open the camera, the hidden lens quietly starts working under the screen. If Apple successfully combines these technologies, the front of the iPhone 20 could become one seamless display. Apple may also be working on a new camera system. For years the company has relied on sensors made by Sony, but rumors suggest Apple could develop its own custom HDR camera sensor. This would give Apple more control over image processing and dynamic range, possibly pushing smartphone photography closer to professional camera quality. Another big change could be the design of the phone itself. Some leaks suggest the iPhone 20 might feature an all-glass unibody structure. Instead of separate panels and frames, the device could feel like one continuous object made of glass. This design may improve water resistance and give the phone a very futuristic look, although it might also make users more careful about drops. Apple might also remove physical buttons. Instead, the sides of the phone could use solid-state haptic zones that respond to touch and pressure. These areas could change depending on what you are doing. For example, while using the camera they could become zoom controls, and during gaming they could act like pressure-sensitive triggers. Battery life may also improve dramatically. Apple is rumored to be working with silicon anode battery technology, which can store much more energy than traditional graphite batteries. Combined with more efficient chips, this could allow the phone to last up to 3 days on a single charge. Finally, Apple may introduce dedicated AI memory using high-bandwidth memory technology. This could allow advanced AI features to run directly on the phone without relying heavily on cloud servers, making AI faster, smarter, and more private. If these leaks turn out to be true, the iPhone 20 could become one of the biggest smartphone upgrades in years. A seamless display, hidden cameras, glass body design, buttonless controls, longer battery life, and powerful on-device AI. But the real question is simple. Would you buy a phone with a fully glass design and no physical buttons? Or would that design make you worried about durability? Let me know your opinion in the comments. And if you liked this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, share this video with your friends, and hit the bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. Also tell us your honest opinion about this futuristic iPhone. Would you upgrade to it when it launches?